Okay, so this is session 4. This is the last official new consultant training session. So you will be a graduate. Whoop, whoop. And that's just good to know. You've got it all down.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll keep talking and going over stuff. And really, as you get going on your own, that's where questions will come up, and we'll try to touch base each week. And there will be bigger things down the road. But for now, you have the basics. And I hope it's encouraging. Like, this isn't really rocket science.
True.
Pretty straightforward, and it's a learning curve, but simpler than people would think.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's jump into our documents here. So the first thing I want to talk with you about is this one, there's not a document for, but this is really like what I get super excited about. And so you can just jot down whatever is appropriate for you on the back of something. The power of our business is in the long-term customer service. And I will be honest, I missed this for years. They talked a little bit about it when I first started my business. And I kind of I did the things, they're like, do these things. I'm like, okay. But I didn't understand, and I didn't value and like respect what I had built and what I was building. And so I missed a lot of stuff in those first several years. And it wasn't until just a couple of years ago I realized what this was really about. And so sometimes in my big Mary Kay Facebook group, you might hear me talk about that with our team, like the old way and the new way, because I had an awakening a few years ago to what this really was about. And God bless him for teaching me and showing me, because it was a big deal. So we now know and constantly understand it. And I'm sure you will have already caught on to this, but like honoring the women in front of us and keeping in connection with them in a healthy way is the power. And you won't keep every customer you ever build, but especially as you get outside of your own personal network and you're meeting friends of friends of friends and your business grows, like you can really deepen those relationships over time and kind of build that trust over time, and your business will go for a lifetime, and it will reward you and pay you and expand if you just honor the women that you met. And so I want to share with you some suggestions, some tips for how to do that in a healthy way. And you'll be able to put your spin on it, like your style, and it'll kind of grow with you. But what I would recommend and what we encourage is kind of a 2+2+2 formula. First of all, so the first 2 is going to be checking in with anybody that you facial about 2 days later. So if they bought anything, you're going to check how the products went. Are they loving them? Are they using them? Do they have questions? I've even developed a few videos, just very simple in my office, on tips for using some of the bigger products, just so that they're not forgetting how to use the Miracle Set or something.
Gotcha.
So 2 days you're checking in if they bought anything to see how their products are working. And then if they didn't, just to say, hey, it was great to meet you. Really enjoyed it. You've seen in my business line, the little video that I make for all the customers too. Just, you don't have to be fancy, but it's just that retouch of, hey, it was good to meet you. Looking forward to seeing you again, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The 2-week mark is the second 2. So 2+2, the second one, 2 weeks. You want to try to circle back with people and like and see them again for that customized experience within about 2 weeks. It doesn't always work, especially like in your case, you were far away. So we had to like figure something out.
Yeah.
But for people that are local to you, 2 to 3 weeks is a window where you can get back together with them usually. So that's kind of the goal, is especially when you don't know them. It strengthens that relationship because they're not like, wait, what did she look like again? What was her name?
Yeah.
Lock in the relationship. And then the third 2 is 2 months. And you want them to hear from you directly about every 2 months. So you won't need to be texting your customers every week, unless of course you're actively working on something with them, or
Yeah.
they're having an issue. But about every 2 months, if they get a text from you or something direct, like a phone call, that's healthy. That's not overbearing. That's not letting them get forgotten. And so I'll tell you what it is for me. 4 times a year, it's when the new catalogs come out. I text every customer and I'm just like, hey, I'm excited. Here's what's coming out. And I have some kind of picture to show them. So
Gotcha.
it just kind of puts me in front of them. It lets them know their catalog is coming, and it puts a few products to tempt them. So that's 4 times. And then 2 times a year, I do a sale. I don't do a sale every month for the latest and greatest or to try to drum up orders. I actually think that's not a good business tactic. I don't want to be Kohl's. If you've ever gone on Kohl's mailing list, every day is their big, massive sale. And you're like,
Yeah.
seriously? Okay. I would never pay full price at Kohl's because
For real.
so I want to be more like Apple. They don't run sales, but people love them.
True.
So twice a year, it's my customer thank you sale. And I just say, thank you guys for being amazing clients. And all my products are buy one, get one half off. So I do that. Yeah, I don't think I'd met you yet. I did one in November. And then my next one will be in April. So about this time of year, my long-term customers start texting me, when is your sale? Because they know it's coming.
Yeah.
And I, a lot of times, open my home to the local people, and I just set my stuff up right there in my house so they can come and try stuff and shop in person. I've done it only virtually sometimes, and it just kind of depends on your customer base and your time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, so those are my 6 contacts that everybody gets. I use a program called Project Broadcast, and they allow me to text everybody at one time or to schedule texts for certain timing. So like the ones you get as a consultant,
Mhm.
goes in who knows when that you're getting them, or I'll work at nighttime and I'll schedule my email or my text to go to all my customers in 2 days at noon,
Gotcha.
and
Yeah.
watch a picture, and it just saves a lot of time. The bottom package that Project Broadcast does is $10 a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you're not talking about $100 investment here. Well, over a year.
Yeah.
So early on, when it's 5 or 10 people, you can do that. That's no big deal.
Mhm.
But you'll probably know when you hit the point of, okay, this is stressing me out. I don't want to text all these people. Or, okay, I need to start scheduling this stuff because I don't have time to do it at a good time. I need to be able to do this stuff at night or on the weekends or whatever. So just make a note. Project Broadcast. They are awesome. They are, oh my gosh. I just don't know what I did without them for a long time. So the one that I use with our unit and 450 customers is $20 a month. So we're talking cheap.
So yeah, very cheap.
I get super thirsty at night. Super thirsty. Okay, so so that is the contacts that I do through phone. And mostly text people in that way. If somebody really prefers email, that's fine. A few people do, but most people are pretty texty these days.
Mhm.
So that's the main direct contacts. And then outside of that, I my kind of ongoing weekly activity is, and especially, you know, when you have 8 or 10 customers, you run through them fast. But as you get to 50 customers, for me, I try to touch base with a certain number of customers every week just to say hi, see how they're doing, etc. And so it's one of my daily wins is reach out to a certain customers, because I find that I forget to go back and tell somebody something new last week, or you know, whatever. So by pushing myself to reach out to a certain number of customers individually every week, I do better customer service.
Yeah.
And like today, I'm like, gosh, who do I reach out to? I remembered I sent catalogs out a couple weeks ago. I don't know if those ladies got them. And so I texted them. It's like, hey, did you get your catalog? They didn't.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I now know they don't have that catalog, but they didn't have to like, hey, Jess, did you forget me? No, I can be like, oh my gosh, I sent it to you and you didn't get it. So I still look respectful.
Yes. Sure.
So I have found that pushing that consistency helps me be a much better consultant. And I will tell you, Brooke, after 11 years, I hear more often, yeah, I had a consultant, but like I never heard from her. So I didn't know she quit, or I've heard that 10 times to 1 for
Oh
someone
wow.
saying, yeah, my consultant was really annoying and pushy. So don't be afraid to stay in touch with people, or just to say, hey, are you loving it? Don't be afraid. You know,
Yeah.
it's really powerful. So that's kind of the connection opportunities. Then the other thing that I would encourage you is some kind of social media, something, or email group if you really hate social media. But my Facebook group for my clients has been extremely powerful. I have deepened customers hand over fist and built trust and expanded the relationship. And I don't know what I would do without that group at this point. It's so good and so helpful. Because sometimes you don't get to see the person the second time. They are busy and they're not
Yeah.
up for that or whatever. But just having a chance to get to know them on Facebook and encourage them in your group is just amazing.
Yeah.
So, so that I would recommend is, even though early on it's like my mom and my sister and my best friend, that's okay. Start there. It also will make you look more legit to friends and family when it's not like, yeah, Brooke just wants to sell me stuff. But no, like Brooke's learning things and she's sharing really fun tips. And so you're just being credible and being authentic. And feel free. I always tell people, steal everything I ever post. Take it all. And then as you have time and as you do your own learning, by all means share your own stuff. But that's one reason why I try to post a lot, is I want to give you guys all the things. So any questions on that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I could wax eloquently on that just because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
And if you're going to invest the work up front, you should be able to practice over and over and over and over and over. And
Hmm.
I don't know if you saw, but you know, February, I did not do a whole lot. I didn't run around with this little one trying to figure her out. And you know, our family still profited over $400 in
Saw
profit
that.
from reorder business. Like, and it wasn't like a great reorder month. It wasn't like I was like, wow, everybody ran out. No, it was like bottom of the barrel. Like, I was like, wow, $400. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's awesome.
So just, you know, that's why I get excited is for you, when you have kiddos and you're wanting to be that mom that's home, like if you start now, you will have so much that you can benefit from. And as your life has to ebb and flow, your business will go with you.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
yeah. Okay, so that is long-term customer service and how to really set yourself up well. The next thing let's look at is the active status document. It, let's see, go down, yeah, it says active status towards the top on the right. So this is something that will just be more of an informational thing so you understand how your discount works long term.
Okay.
So you as a consultant only have to order once a year. That's the requirement. Once a year, $225 wholesale. You are good. They're not going to kick you out or knock you out or anything like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the big minimum. So you've met your minimum for a year.
Wow. That's awesome.
Now, if you do anything, like use the products, you'll order more than that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just, that's the bottom level right there. If your discount is on a 3-month, is 3 months at a time. And so this that they have in place is mainly to make sure that people don't sign up for Mary Kay like Sam's Club. This isn't the discount club. This is
Gotcha.
business, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this document just explains how the active status works. So I'm just going to read it with you here.
Okay.
Keep track of your oh, shoot. I pulled up the old one, so the numbers are wrong, but it's still the same except for 225. So I'll catch it. So definitions. Let's look at the blue words. Definitions. Retail is what the customer pays. That's the full price. Wholesale is what you pay, the discounted price. So you just want to remember those terms. I had never really heard those terms till I was a consultant, but you'll kind of lock that in. The earned discount privilege works this way. You get a 50% discount on any order of Section 1 products, which Section 1 products are the products we sell. So it wouldn't be samples, it would just be full-size product. So you'll get a 50% discount when you order a minimum $225 wholesale, which is $450 retail. So that's where this was an old one, I should have checked it. But so when you place a $225 wholesale order, you will always get 50% off that order.
Okay.
You will continue to receive 50% on your product orders, no matter what size, as long as you stay active. So your active status goes for 3 months at a time. So you ordered in February, more than 225, but it was in that 225 amount. So February, March, April, you can order anything, any amount, and it will be half off no matter what.
Awesome.
You activated yourself in February. So if you, in March, you have your kickoff party and you do a few parties, which is very likely, you're going to definitely order 225 more. There's no doubt about that. So because you're going to hit that 225 minimum amount in March, now March is your first active month. April and May are now, you get your discount no matter what. So any month that you hit 225, it pushes out your active status to an additional 3 months. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So active and inactive is just regarding the discount. That's all it's talking about, is a discount. You can accumulate to that 225 as long as you're already active. So in March, it could be $100 and then $100 and then $50. Doesn't matter because you're already active. You're in your second active month.
I see.
So there's this chart down here that shows inactive, active, and it kind of plays it out for you there just so you can see. My mom keeps track of where everybody is from month to month. So when you get to the third month of your being active, where, okay, say in February you had $225 that you ordered. Say March you didn't really hit that. You were on vacation or had a baby or something. Then come April, about halfway through the month, my mom would let you know, hey, Brooke, just so you know, this is your last week being active. You know, say you've ordered $150. If you want to order another 75, you can start your active status over. And so April, May, June, you're good. You've got your discount and you're all set. It's not a requirement that you have to order. Remember, you only have to order once a year. She's going to be the one to reach out and make sure you don't miss something. Or if you're at like $215, hey, just so you know, you're $10 away from doing that over again. And it's mainly just to help and to serve you. It's nothing that you know, are pressured to do or anything like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you do go inactive, just whenever you're ready, just order 225 at that point and you start it up again. You got your discount, everything's good. I just don't think consultants should ever pay full price, ever. They should always get a discount. So, and if there's some one random item that you need, you can always check with Jaden or myself. Be like, hey, do you have this one random item? Somebody wants a blue eyeshadow and I don't have one, you know, whichever.
Yeah.
So, okay, so any questions on that?
No, makes sense.
Got it. Good. Grab the Star Consultant, document now. Oh, oops, I didn't attach
You don't
that
have that one.
I forgot. I decided that we didn't need to go over that tonight, but because I didn't want to muddy the waters too much. Get the cash calculator. Let's look at that one.
This one.
So,
Yeah.
as a new consultant, you have 4 months where you get the most benefits and perks of any time in your Mary Kay business. So really, really cool time. And you've already benefited from them a little bit. So let's just kind of take a look at this. So we're talking about February, you joined in January, February, March, April. So through the end of April, so you're halfway through, you got 2 more months to go. You are earning all these things as you go. So in the top left, up to $693 in product bundles. For every $600 you order, you get a bundle. So you already got one, and now you're working towards the next. So once you have accumulated up to another 600, you'll get another bundle and another bundle.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. So you will be able to earn more. These ones, the second round of them, are a little bit smaller, but they're still over $100 worth of product. So I'll send you the picture so you can see exactly what they are. So those bundles you're working on. And then if you look next to that, unlimited product bundles for team building. So Jaden, because she passed on this opportunity to you and you joined, she actually got $220 more of product because you were a qualified team member. And so she didn't even know, and I didn't tell her because we hadn't gone over this yet. Like, Jess, what are these bundles that I just got? I'm picking out all this product. It's like, that's for Brooke. So if you have somebody join your team, through April, you'll get these extra bundles.
Okay.
That's super cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. And then underneath that, let's look at the unlimited $50 team building bonus. So in addition to the product bundles, you also get a $50 cash bonus. So Jaden got that, and it's an instant pay. So about 2 days after the order goes in, you get your $50 bonus. It's really cool. So that's every single one. You'll get $200 in a product bundle and a $50 cash bonus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. If you look next to that, $100 Star Team Builder bonus, that is something that you earn if you have 3 women get started with their team, that join your team and get going with their products in this window. You would get an additional $100 plus all the bonus bundles for each one and the $50 cash bonus for each one. So if you had 3, that's considered like the standard, kind of like good job. So that would be $50 times 3 plus the 100, so $250 cash plus $660 in product bonus bundles.
Wow.
Yeah, they give it away to you guys. You new girls are lucky. The bottom 15-day color bundle, you already got that. So, woohoo. So you got that. And then if you want to look on the right side, they do pay a commission to you if you have a team. And this is not like, you don't have to move yourself up a certain position or order a certain amount that month. As long as you're active, they just pay you a percentage of what your team member orders. It doesn't come out of their profit. So they pay Jaden 4% of every order you ever place.
Okay.
And just they give up some of their profit to her to thank her for passing it on to you.
Okay.
So that's what this all is. You get 4%, and then you move up to 8%, and then up to 13% of the orders of your team. And then there's different like names. So a senior consultant is what Jaden is. Star team builder is when you have 3 or 4, team leader, and that's when you can start earning a car as well, when there's 5 on your team.
Okay.
Yeah, so just as you look at this, all of that shows you just cash opportunities, income, and that's not, of course, counting the profit from selling. But they have some really cool bonuses. So this is something just to keep an eye on. And then in the bottom corner, one of the ways that you build your team is through doing those chats, the calls. So we started with your mom, and
Yeah, we did my mom, my sister, one of my friends, and then we're gonna do my other friend.
Yay.
If she ever doesn't have to work.
I know. It's crazy. Yes. So at your party Saturday, we'll probably check with a few of those people, and, just somebody who feels good, be like, hey, would you help? So you can keep practicing.
Sounds good.
So keep that out, and remember that you have through April. So if there's anybody on your mind who you're like, okay, I need to talk to her, let's do it. We'd love to.
Okay.
That leads us to the last 2 pages. Ways to earn income. There's not a whole lot on this page.
Yeah.
But if you want to draw a line down the center, there's 2 columns. And we just discussed both of them, but I'll just give you a quick breakdown. On the left column, write sales. Sharing the product is a good way of describing this, or serving women. And this column is cash immediately. It's so cool that you can serve somebody, you can answer a text message, you can, do a bunch of stuff and earn income every single day in your business. And I pretty much almost earn money every day at this point, just from reorders and serving people. And it's cool. Today I got a text from a friend, hey, I make a video, can I come by after Bible study? Yep, I'm here. So $17 later, she's got her product, and I got $9. So it's instant cash, and it will always be a 50% profit margin, always, except for right now. You're getting more than 50% profit because of the bundles. So woohoo for that.
Yes.
But it won't ever change. And that's 50% as a brand new girl, 50% as a sales director, and everything in between. And so you can be very proud that you don't have to like buy your way up, or recruit 40 people and then you can earn 20%, 50%. And you'll be able to do that in person with women. That's the strongest way. I would never say, oh, my Facebook group replaces serving. Most of them I served first, and then we expand upon it through that, the connections. So we are in a virtual world. You can build some stuff through Facebook. I have people every once in a while who just see my my, you know, my fun and that kind of stuff, and we'll reach out. But most of them, we started in person, and a lot of them, the posts just trigger them to want to get back together, and then they
Yeah.
get back together. So sessions are number one, bread and butter. But you, of course, have the website, and you have virtual methods and all of these other things that come together that support you in earning income through sales. The right column is the other way that we earn income, and that's sharing the opportunity, sharing the Mary Kay opportunity, and passing on what you do. And that's really cool because they get to do it in their own way, and you only earn money if they're earning money, because they're not ordering products if they're not selling them.
Yeah.
So it's just a really neat method of keeping us all honest and driven to help other people and to see you benefit. And so the percentage of commission is starts at 4%, like we just talked about, and you can earn up to 13% on your team. And and they do bonuses and things like that. But that commission is kind of what I consider like your money for the future. Especially like for me right now, I'm not running around a whole lot, not holding lots of new appointments yet, but my commission from the team that I lead pays half of our mortgage every month.
Oh, wow.
And it pays for my gas and our internet bill and gymnastics. No, sales is gymnastics, but preschool pays for our preschool. And what else is in the budget? My gas, our tolls, our toll expenses. Just, you know, we have our budget all split out. So I get to contribute in a huge way, you know, thousands of dollars a month from the team side. So that is a very, very beneficial thing as you go, as you connect with women, just being willing to say, hey, if you're looking for something, if you have a need, let me know. I would love to talk with you. And of course, if you do build a team, if you have some women come along, you will not be fully responsible for the training, for all of that support. Not unless you get to a point where you want that and you want to take on a role like a sales director, which is what I do, and have your own posse, your own tribe.
I think you do a great job at that.
What was that?
So I think you do a great job at that. Much better than I would.
Well, we've grown into it over 10 years. It was my about a year in that I took that on because I really wanted out of my job. And so I knew that it was going to pay me what I needed to get out of my job. And I really like people. So no pressure on you on that. But if the time comes or things grow, you just never know. I had no idea that I would do something like this. So we'll just see. We'll see. And you get to have fun along the way. But typically sales directors make anywhere from 40,000 a year to 40 to 80,000 a year. So it's a pretty good paying, flexible gig if somebody needs that.
I make that working full time.
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling my husband last night that it's just amazing. I have a friend who had to go back to work. It was the 12 weeks of having her first, and she was just hurting and sad and, you know, gone all day, 5 days a week. And I just thought, man, I am so grateful because that's not what I wanted. But to be able to offer that to women who do want that, it motivates me to keep growing and keep learning so I can give that to the women who do want that or need that. So anyhow, those are kind of the income options, both sides. And if you do a good job and you serve well, both sides are going to happen. It's just going to be a process. So, so that's fun. Okay, the last thing for tonight is the daily wins, tracking small daily wins. And this is probably going to fluctuate and grow as your business grows early on. you're still just trying to have a party here. But as you kind of figure out what you are enjoying, or you get to where you want to start seeing some consistency, like, okay, I'd like to regularly earn this much. Then you can start to pick a couple wins for yourself each day that are going to drive your business growing. And so this is something we would probably work on together at first. But for example, my daily wins are contact 5 customers a day and check in and say hi and see how they're doing. My other one is to plan my day the night before, because that's a struggle for me to do, or it has been a struggle, but it makes such a difference if I plan my time.
Yeah.
Will not get it done without the children running around. So, that's my daily win, is to plan my day a day ahead. And then one of mine is to reach out to 2 people in my life and just be a friend. So I'll just ask God, like, who should I follow up with today? Not follow up with. It's more of like, who's in my life that I haven't talked to in a while, or who's on Facebook who is going through a hard time, and I can just say, hey, prayed for you today. So just connecting with people outside of my business in a friendship way, because it builds relationships and it keeps me thinking about other people. So anyway, so that's where this sheet comes in, and it's really, really powerful, and it can really support you in accomplishing some goals, financial victories, things like that as you're ready. So I just like to put that in there and kind of mention it to you. This daily win sheet and the serve tracking sheet that we went over a couple weeks ago, those are the sheets that I'm like glued to all the time, that keep me going and help me grow and help me stay on track. So that's everything. I'm like, those are all my documents. Check in here. Do you have any questions, comments?
I don't think I do right now. When I started looking at these, I was like, oh, that's a lot of information, but you went over it well. It's not that hard.
Good.
So,
Good.
pretty straightforward.
Yes. That's pretty much me. As simple as I can be. Straightforward. Don't like complex.
I'm the same way.
So we will work together well.